Alhaji Muhammadu Indimi, Oil, Ambition and the Art of Building a Dynasty. Desert Roots, Global Dreams. Every remarkable business story begins somewhere unassuming. For Alhaji Muhammadu Indimi, that beginning was Borno State in northeastern Nigeria, a region better known historically for trade caravans and ancient empires than modern oil wealth. Born into a modest canary family, Indimi's early life was shaped by commerce, discipline and resilience. His father was a merchant, and like many northern traders of the era, the household valued entrepreneurship over entitlement. Markets were classrooms, negotiation was curriculum. Those formative years forged a businessman who would later stride confidently into one of the most competitive industries on earth, oil and gas. Series Introduction. It's Monday, the 9th of March 2026. Welcome to the 121st edition of The Entrepreneur. In this series we take a deep dive into the life and entrepreneurial journey of Alhaji Muhammadu Indimi, doyen of the Oriental Energy Empire. If you are visiting us for the first time, please subscribe, smash the like button, share this video and help us grow our family. If you have already subscribed, then show your support by liking the video and making a comment. Now let's jump right back in. The Lagos Leap, where opportunity meets courage. Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos, has a way of separating dreamers from doers. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, Indimi arrived in the bustling city with the determination of a trader and the instincts of a strategist. His early ventures were not immediately in oil exploration. Like many entrepreneurs of that generation, he cut his teeth in trading, logistics and supply, sectors that required sharp instincts and relentless hustle. But Indimi was playing a longer game. While others saw Nigeria's petroleum sector as the exclusive playground of international oil companies, he saw something different, a generational opportunity waiting for indigenous participation.
Drilling for Destiny, the birth of Oriental Energy. That opportunity took shape with the founding of Oriental Energy Resources Limited in 1990. At the time, Nigerian participation in upstream oil exploration was minimal. The industry was dominated by multinational giants, and local firms often struggled to secure technical capacity and financing. Indimi, however, approached the sector with patience rather than bravado. Oriental Energy gradually built partnerships, technical alliances, and capital networks that enabled it to operate in one of the most technically demanding industries in the world. The company would eventually hold interest in offshore fields such as the Ebok oil field and Okwok oil field, located in the prolific Niger Delta. For a privately owned indigenous company, these achievements were significant. Oriental Energy was not merely participating in Nigeria's oil industry, it was helping redefine what Nigerian entrepreneurs could accomplish within it. Quiet wealth, loud impact. Indimi's wealth is often described as understated but formidable. Unlike flamboyant tycoons who thrive on spectacle, his approach has largely been discreet, strategic and relationship-driven. Yet his influence extends far beyond boardrooms. Through the Oriental Energy Resources Limited network and philanthropic initiatives, he has invested in education, humanitarian support and regional development, particularly in northern Nigeria. His family name also entered public consciousness through his daughter Rahoma Indimi, whose marriage to Muhammad Babangida, son of former Nigerian military president Ibrahim Babangida, symbolized the intersection of wealth, influence, and political legacy. In many ways, the Indimi story became a modern Nigerian archetype, the entrepreneur who built a fortune, then evolves into a patriarch of a powerful family network.
Storm beneath the surface, the family shareholding dispute. But even the most formidable family empires are not immune to internal turbulence. In recent years, reports of disputes within the Indimi family regarding shareholding and control of Oriental Energy Resources Limited have surfaced in Nigerian business circles. The disagreements, typical of many founder-led enterprises transitioning into multi-generational ownership, highlight the complex challenges of succession, governance, and wealth distribution within large family businesses. At the heart of such disputes lies a universal tension, the delicate balance between founder authority and the expectations of heirs. For decades, Businesses like Oriental Energy were effectively extensions of their founders' personalities. But as families grow, ownership structures become more complex, and informal governance models begin to strain under the weight of competing interests. What once operated on trust and patriarchal leadership suddenly requires legal frameworks, transparent governance, and institutional discipline. The founder's dilemma. Entrepreneurs are brilliant at building companies. They are not always equally adept at designing systems that outlive them. Many founders in emerging markets, including Nigeria, build extraordinary businesses through intuition, relationships, and personal authority. Yet these same strengths can become weaknesses when succession becomes inevitable. Without clearly defined governance structures, shareholding frameworks, and dispute resolution mechanisms, even the most successful family enterprises can become battlegrounds. The Indimi family tensions therefore mirror a broader structural challenge within Nigeria's private sector. Lessons for Nigeria's family offices. The unfolding dynamics around Oriental Energy offer powerful lessons for family offices and entrepreneurial dynasties across Nigeria.
1. Governance must replace personality. Founder authority works until it doesn't. Long-term family enterprises require boards, charters, and governance frameworks that transcend individual personalities. 2. Ownership should be structured early. Clear shareholding structures, trust, and holding companies help prevent disputes before they emerge. Ambiguity is the silent killer of family businesses. 3. Succession planning is not optional. Succession is not a future event, it is a present strategy. Preparing the next generation requires deliberate grooming, clear leadership pipelines, and transparent decision-making. 4. Family and business must be distinct. Successful family offices create formal boundaries between family relationships and corporate governance. Emotional dynamics cannot dictate billion-dollar enterprises. Building dynasties, not just companies. Nigeria is entering an era where first-generation entrepreneurial wealth is transitioning into second and third generations. This shift will test whether businesses built by visionary founders can evolve into enduring institutions. Families like the Indimis represent a pivotal case study. If structured correctly, their enterprises can transform into multi-generational dynasties similar to Europe's industrial families or Asia's conglomerate clans. If mismanaged, however, internal disputes risk eroding decades of value creation. The Indimi legacy. The story of Alhaji Muhammadu Indimi is ultimately one of bold ambition. From a trader's upbringing in Borno State to building Oriental Energy Resources Limited into one of Nigeria's most significant indigenous upstream oil companies, his journey reflects the possibilities of Nigerian entrepreneurship. But the final chapter of any founder's story is not merely about wealth created. It is about institutions sustained. In the end, the true measure of a dynasty is not the empire a founder built, but the one that survives him. If you would like to know more, or wish to discuss brand sponsorship of any of our videos on entrepreneurship, please get in touch on any of the social media handles below. All our content is developed from real-life experiences in a professional and entrepreneurial journey that spans across 8 countries and 4 decades. Quote of the week: perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection we can catch excellence. Vince Lombardi.